Hello friends, how are you? My name is Jogender Singh Tomar. I'm AWS certified trainer. Today I am here to discuss about a very important topic. The topic name is EBS Volume. So what is EBS? We are going to discuss today in detail. First of all, we will understand the abbreviation of the EBS. So EBS stands for Elastic Blocks Storage. Elastic block storage. Basically, it is a disk which we attach with the EC2 instance. Let's suppose this is a computer, virtual computer. The virtual computer we do create in the Amazon cloud, we are calling as EC2 instance. So this is EC2 instance, and there must be some operating system installed in this EC2 instance. And that operating system, either it can be Linux operating system, Linux based operating system, it can be Windows based operating system, or it can be Mac based operating system. So Mac belongs to the Apple devices. So no matter which platform based operating system is running inside the EC2 instance. But one thing is very much clear. If it is a Linux based operating system, maybe Ubuntu, Red Hat, CentOS, or Windows platform based operating system, it can be Windows Server 2012, Windows Server 2016, 2019, 2022, Mac based operating system. So any one of the operating system which is running inside this EC2 instance, it will be inside the EBS volume. It will be inside the disk. That disk in which operating system is installed and running, we are calling as EBS volume. So this EBS volume is connected with the EC2 instance. The disk which is associated with the EC2 instance in which operating system has been installed and running, we can call as EBS volume. It is a block level storage. Why we are calling this EBS volume as a block level storage? Because the data which is stored inside the EBS volume will be stored in the number of blocks. Number of blocks. We can call as EBS volume, we can just assume like it's a physical disk associated with the physical machine. Another benefit of the EBS volume, it is flexible. It is flexible. Flexible in the sense we can say if you want to increase the size of the disk, if you want to increase the size of the disk, we want to expand the size of the disk, we can do it without shutting down the EC2 instance. We can expand the size of the EBS volume without to instance. We have no need to shut down the EC2 instance if you want to increase the size, if you want to expand the size of the disk. Let's suppose the current size of the disk is 30 GB. The current size of the disk is 30 GB, and we got instruction from our management that it should be expand up to 100 GB. We want to expand the size of the disk or EBS volume up to 100 GB. So we can expand the size from the 30 GB to the 100 GB. Even we have no need to shut down the computer. We can expand the size without shutting down the computer. So that we can do online without shutting down the computer. So this is a good thing in the case of the EBS volume. Another thing is that we can we can increase the IOPS. IOPS stands for input output per second. So what is IOPS? So IOPS, we can say it's a metric on which the speed of read and write operation of the disk depends. The IOPS is more. The IOPS then is more. The read and write operation which is performed inside the disk will be very much faster. The IOPS is more, the speed will be faster, the read and write operation will be faster. If the IOPS is less, then the read and write operation will be in the low speed. So that's what IOPS means. So IOPS we can expand the size of the disk, we can increase the IOPS without shutting down the computer. While the computer is running, we are not shutting down the computer. Computer is online, computer is running. So without shutting down the computer, we can increase the size of the disk, we can increase the IOPS. So this is great. So we need to EBS volume is the primary storage for data that requires frequent updates. So volume EBS volume is the primary storage for data which require frequent updates. Which requires frequent updates. For example, such as the system drive, okay, we can, for example, system drive for an instance in which operating system will be installed, right? In which operating system will be installed, and storage for database application. Storage for database application, and there are many types of database applications available, just like SQL, Oracle, etc., etc. So EBS volume is a primary storage for data which requires the frequent updates. If any application we will install, it will be by default frequently it will get installed inside the EBS volume. So EBS volumes we can keep as a persistence disk. EBS volume we can keep as a persistence disk. So what is persistence? Let's try to understand. Let's suppose this is the EC2 instance that we created just now before. And this EC2 instance is containing EBS volume. And operating system may be Linux-based operating system or the Windows-based operating system. Let's suppose Windows OS is running and installed inside this EBS volume, and this EBS volume is attached to this EC2 instance. So if we are calling as persistence disk, persistence means, let's suppose if this EC2 instance is shut down or deleted, but after the deletion of the EC2 instance, the EBS volume still not got deleted, right? Not deleted. EBS EC2 instance is deleted. The life of the EC2 instance has been completed because the EC2 instance has been deleted. If the EC2 instance has been deleted, but EBS volume, which was attached with the EC2 instance in which there was the operating system, applications, data, it is not deleted. So still it is not deleted, still it is retained, and the same EBS volume in future we can associate with the other EC2 instance. So the EC2 instance which is not deleted along with the deletion of the EBS volume, which is not deleted along with the deletion of the EC2 instance, it means this property we are calling as persistence property. So it is persistence. So we can make it as a persistence, we can make it as a non-persistent. Non-persistent means if we delete the EC2 instance, but along with the deletion of the EC2 instance, if the EBS volume also got deleted, then we are calling as not non-persistence. So it depends on us. We want to allow the option of persistence or non-persistence. It's up to us. Another thing with the EC2 instance EBS volume, EBS means single EBS volume can be attached with multiple EC2 instances. Okay, multiple EC2 instances. let's suppose this is the EBS volume and we have multiple EC2 instances. Multiple EC2 instances means multiple virtual computers in the Amazon cloud. So this is virtual computer 1, computer 2, computer 3, computer 4. So we have 4 virtual computers means 4 EC2 instances that we had created in the cloud. So if we are attaching the EBS volume with the multiple disks, multiple EC2 instances, that also can be possible. For that purpose, we need to configure the feature here, multi-attach mount. So another thing is the another feature with the EBS volume is that so multiple EBS volumes also can be attached with the single EC2 instance. So multiple EBS volumes can be attached to a single EC2 instance. What does it mean? Let's suppose this is EBS volume 1. This is EBS volume 2, EBS volume 3, EBS volume 4. So these are the 4 EBS volumes. And we have one EC2 instance. And with this EC2 instance, EBS volume 1, EBS volume 2, EBS volume 3, EBS volume 4 are attached. So multiple EBS volumes are attached with the single EC2 instance. That also can be possible. But the condition is that all the EBS volumes and EC2 instance must be in the same availability zones. Same availability zone. So I hope so the topic was understandable and you enjoyed the topic. So thank you very much for watching my video. So in future, I will come with more interesting more interesting topics, and keep on watching my YouTube channel for enhancing your knowledge. So thank you once again. So all the best.